Hi, today I want to walk you through the GitHub for Windows application and kind of share with you some things that I've learned. And I just want to prefix this session with I really don't use Get that much. I've never really used it for my own projects. Uh, I've been using Mercurial for most of the last year, Subversion, TFS, and such. So um, this whole Get thing is foreign to me, primarily because it's generally done through a command line, which I don't do command line utilities. It's 2012. It's time to grow up. So the GitHub for Windows client, first I really like because they did a Metro application, and I love Metro. So let's just walk through what we've got going on here. First is a list of your local repositories, things that you've either grabbed from GitHub through the application or have added locally through the application as well. And so these are some of the ones that I've added. I haven't done a whole lot yet, mostly just experimenting. Over here on the right is the README page for the project. And then here's your account with your actual repositories. Right now I've only got the one set up with the one local here. And then I'm also advisory to a Microsoft project for a mobile web application, and that's why I'm part of that group. So let's go add a repository. And what I want to do is go grab the actual address on my hard drive for this simple little web application I set up for this demo, and we'll call this the GitHub YouTube demo. There we go. And it's going to create a folder under generally your My Documents, but I guess it's retaining where I put this stuff, set this stuff up last time. And so I actually want to change that. Repository cannot have special character. Oh, I had the space in here. You can't do spaces. And I believe that is because it's using the URL, and you can't really do that. Okay, now we're going to have check to push to GitHub, and that will create the repository for us under my profile on GitHub. Now, if I wanted to make it private, I could check this, but you do have to have a paid account, as it says right there. Now, you could always upgrade and stuff and everything. And maybe one of these days I'll create a paid GitHub account. We'll see how this goes. And there's still something that it doesn't like here. Oh, because I tried this out. Well, let's do this special, and we'll change that. Oh, yeah. It wants to change that for us. We don't want to do that. All right, let's go change our folder. Let's call this special. And there we go. And let's go put that in there. Now we'll go fix this. See, this is a learning experience, folks. As you can tell, I haven't done a whole lot with this, but I do want to experiment. I think this is a great way to do it. All right, so let's go do this. Let's go create the repository. And there it is. I don't have a README file yet. If I go to my profile here on GitHub, you see the site here with the You Haven't Done Anything page. So let's go do something. Let me double click on this. Now this is going to take me to the repository view here, and let's just set this up. All right, and let's commit. Hopefully we are committing to the same page. Let's go open this and explore, and let's just make sure. Aha, it is different. This got me in trouble the last time I tried this out. All right, so let's just go copy these files over there. Go. Perfect. And now, see, it automatically recognized me copying those two files in there. Now, adding some files, and we're going to commit this. And now that's committed locally. Now, if we go back here and I refresh the page, I'm still going to get the You Haven't Done Anything content. And so we need to publish this. So what we're going to have to do is hit publish, and it's going to push this up to GitHub for us. And Right now we get a little feedback with the ellipsis after publishing, and now we get the feedback that we are in sync with what is up on GitHub. So if I refresh this time, we can see the pages, and everything is happy now. So if I go look at the little index.html, you can see I've got a GitHub Hello World markup here. Now, if I go back up here, one thing I want to show you is if you were on Windows, I've noticed, I don't have anything but Windows per se. Well, I do have the Android tablet and the iPad and such, but I haven't noticed on there. I don't generally do source control on the tablets yet. Anyway, so I got this clone in Windows, and if I do this, it will launch a little dialog, which is a special file type kind of thing, and it's associated with the GitHub for Windows application. And I'll just say, if you say allow, it will add this to your GitHub repository, which is how I've added some other things. So if I go, let's see, go find somebody up here, something that has been changed. This is my list of stuff. Let's go up here, and here's some stuff that I am watching. All right, so like the underscore library, that's a popular JavaScript library, and if we go clone that in Windows and I say allow, it's going to add it up here to my dashboard. As you can see, it is coming in and it is setting it up, and it actually put it under the folder where I last was. So that's really good. So it defaults to the My Documents folder, so you might want to watch that. But evidently, once you create a folder, a repository, it looks above that, and that's where it's going to start putting stuff. So that's very interesting that it did that for me. And another thing, if you notice, the data visualization here I like too. It's showing the graph of activity for this particular project, which is probably fairly analogous to if you go back up here. If I go, you can see, well, let's go back to the underscore, and we'll go look at the document cloud, and you can see the little bar chart kind of graph thing down here representing actual activity, and it's replicating that for us up here. That is really cool. If we go to the jQuery library, you get the same kind of graph, and so you can just really see just how active these things really are, and that is really, really cool. Okay, so if I do this, I can open the repo, and it's going to show me all the files that are up here. I can collapse them. It shows me all the deltas on the file for the last one. It shows me all the pushes that were made. So this is a totally different way of visualizing data as compared to, say, the Tortoise Mercurial client that I've gotten really familiar with the what I call the railroad track branches and things like that. Now, as far as branches, you can create new branches. Let's go back to my little thing here and go back to my YouTube special, and we'll just create second branch. All right, we'll create that puppy, and there we go. And let's go. We don't need that anymore. Let's go open this up in Web Matrix. This is a neat little trick for Web Matrix. If the context menu will arrive, there we go. I can just open up Web Matrix this way. That's my favorite web editing tool right now. And we'll just make a little change here. Come on. Hopefully one of these days I'll have an SSD drive. Okay. And we'll open that index file. And we'll put a paragraph in here. Branch 2, just for the fun of it. Now let's go back over here. It has already picked up that we've got some changes, and there we go. We're going to publish and see what happens here. In sync. Let's go back up here to my repository, YouTube special, and I'm not really sure how to see the branches. Anyway, I think you get the idea. Should work here. All right, so if we go back to the other branch, to do that, you just click on the branch you want, Oh, you know what? I probably didn't like change it or something. So anyway, but that's a general walkthrough of the GitHub for Windows application. Again, I'm not really a big Get user yet, so this is all extremely new to me. But I really like this a heck of a lot better than dealing with the command line, and I think most people will too. Plus, it's Metro. It's fairly intuitive. There's no real help. I've spent like 20 or 30 minutes dinking around before I decided to make a recording of this. So that's kind of how quick this can get up to speed for you. So, all right. Well, good luck, and hope you enjoy your time using Get. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for watching this video. Please share it with your friends and followers. Also remember to subscribe to the Love to Dev channel for future video updates.